So you're looking for a dog trainer right here in Beaver Dam. That's a great step. This is all about helping you find the right person so you and your dog can really enjoy everything our city has to offer. From a simple walk downtown to a great day out at the park.
I really like this quote because it gets right to the point. Look, training that works isn't about just learning commands in a sterile room. It's got to work in the real world, right? It's about your dog being able to handle walking calmly along the riverfront or just staying chill while you're trying to run errands.
Okay, first things first, let's talk about training philosophy. If you can get a handle on a few of these core ideas, it's going to make it so much easier to find a trainer that's a perfect match for you and your dog.
Pretty much all modern science-backed training is centered on this idea: positive reinforcement. Basically, you reward the behavior you want to see. It builds this awesome positive bond with your dog, and they actually get excited about learning. This is a huge shift away from some of the older, frankly outdated methods that used intimidation. Here's something you should know. In Wisconsin, there's no special license required to be a dog trainer. And that's exactly why these voluntary certifications are so valuable. They show you that a trainer is serious about their profession and is committed to keeping up with modern, humane methods.
I know, this looks a bit like alphabet soup, right? But don't worry, you don't have to memorize it. Just know that seeing acronyms like CPDTK or KPA-CTP on a trainer's website, that's a really good sign. And if you're dealing with more serious behavior stuff, those last two on the list are the ones to look for.
All right, let's move on to the practical side of things. We're going to talk about the different kinds of training you can get, and of course, what you can expect to pay for them. So this is often the first choice you'll have to make. Group classes are fantastic for getting your dog socialized and learning basic skills with other dogs around. But if you have a specific issue at home, like your dog goes nuts when the doorbell rings, a private lesson is probably going to be a much more direct way to solve that. So what's the bottom line? What's this all going to cost? Let's take a look at the typical price ranges you'll see in and around Beaver Dam. Just keep in mind, these prices can definitely change depending on a trainer's experience and what they specialize in. When you look at this table, you can really see the different price points. A group class, somewhere in that $150 to $275 range, is usually the most budget-friendly way to get started. But I want you to think about value too. A package of in-home lessons might seem like more money up front, but if it solves a really persistent problem fast, well, that can be an incredible investment. Okay, so you've got a good idea of what you're looking for, and maybe you've narrowed down your options. Now it's time to actually talk to some trainers. Here are the most important questions you should be ready to ask. Finding the right trainer isn't just like hiring someone to do a job. It's really about finding a partner who's going to help you with your dog's education. Asking some good questions up front will help you feel really confident in your choice. Think of this as your guide for that first conversation. You'll want to ask about their methods, their credentials, and, this one's important, what you need to practice between sessions. A good trainer will be more than happy to walk you through all of this. And finally, let's talk about taking all those new skills and putting them to the test. The absolute best way to make training stick is to practice in the places you and your dog actually go, right here in our community. This is really where the magic happens. A dog who can sit in your quiet living room, that's great. But a dog who can sit while there are all sorts of distractions at a local park, that's a dog you can confidently take anywhere. Practice has to happen out in the real world. And hey, here are just a few ideas for great local spots to practice. You can work on that loose leash walking right downtown, you can practice recall at the dog park, or you can build your dog's focus on those lakeside paths. Using these familiar spots makes the whole process feel more relevant and honestly a lot more fun. And just a quick but important reminder for everyone, unless you are inside a designated dog park, the city does require your dog to be on a leash. It's a simple rule, but it really helps make sure everyone can enjoy our public spaces safely. I hope this guidance helps you find the right support, and I wish you all the best in your training journey. Having a well-trained companion makes enjoying our beautiful city, your home, and time with others that much better.